Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. I'm Haley. Today, I am so excited because we are going to be talking about MAC lipsticks, and not just any MAC lipsticks. MAC came out with Bring Back lipsticks celebrating their 40th anniversary. And essentially what they did was they brought back a bunch of shades that had been discontinued that people really loved. So I guess what they were saying is like they were spying on their social media for a long time to see what shades people were asking for over and over and over again. And these are the shades that they re-released. So I have 4 of the shades here, but they actually released 8. So I chose the ones that I thought I would actually use or that seemed really interesting to me. Normally, when I buy MAC lipsticks, my top is 3 because they're very expensive, but this seemed like a very special launch. So that's why I ended up buying 4. Also, one of the shades, we're going to talk about it, I didn't think I was going to get my hands on, so I ordered 3. Then I was able to get my hands on the shade I wanted. So anyway, I ended up with 4, which is overkill because these are $25 each. It's very expensive for a lipstick, but you guys know I collect MAC lipsticks, and as I said, wasn't totally planning on getting 4, but it ended up happening. So let me talk to you about the shades that I got. I'm very excited. So I got Fleshpot. I know, you guys. I managed to get my hands on Fleshpot. I still don't know how that happened. Double Shot, Shanghai Spice, and Bubbles, which just looked so early 2000s to me and just interesting. So a lot of these shades are sold out, especially Fleshpot. I noticed Bubbles was sold out when I was doing some research for this video. I will do my best to find as many of the shades as possible to link for you. I have a lot of luck with Macy's, and some of you may have been following me on this journey on Instagram of like trying to get Fleshpot. So most of my limited edition MAC, I have the Velvet Teddy Vault that I got on Macy's. Macy's I tend to have good luck with Macy's, and I think people don't always think about buying their MAC makeup from Macy's, and so that would be my suggestion to you. I just had good luck with them. And my mind always goes to Macy's first because the only place I can get MAC on the island, well, actually that's not true. So the only place we used to get MAC on the island is in Macy's stores at the counters, but actually they have an Ulta in our Target now, and you can get MAC there too, but they don't have any of these. So I would highly recommend Macy's if you're trying to get any kind of MAC makeup, but especially the limited edition stuff. If you check right away, I've had good luck. So it's very interesting. I've been trying to research the exact years these lipsticks came out. I'm sure if I dug really deep, I could find the exact years. It's very interesting. So 3 of the shades said they came out in the early 2000s, and then one of the shades gave the exact year, which was the year 2012. So I was like, that is so interesting. They gave one exact year, and then the rest of the 3 that I have, they said early 2000s. So I would love to go in some kind of order, but I'm trying to think about what order I want to. I guess I'll do the early 2000s ones first, just because I know. Okay. Let's start with the lightest shade I have, which is Bubbles. So I chose this shade because it just looked really fun, and it looked very early 2000s to me. This is what it looks like. Look how fun that is. As usual, the wind is whipping. I'm gonna swatch this on my hand for you guys. Oh, okay. Hopefully you guys can see it. I know the light is kind of washing it out a little bit. So interesting. I looked at the descriptions of these too, which if you look on MAC's website, they're actually really helpful, because they tell you, I think they know some of these are not the most wearable shades, and so they wanted to kind of help with how to make them more wearable. This one, I'm not sure because I haven't tried it on yet, but it just looked very glossy and fun to me. Okay, so Bubbles is in their Glaze line. It has a glossy veil finish. So let's just try it on, and then we'll talk about how MAC kind of recommends using them. Of course, you can do whatever you want. There's no rules with makeup. As much as people try to always say there are not. I'm gonna grab my mirror here. Okay, I'm excited. Oh, also just to let you know, I have a zit, pregnancy hormones, but it's half on my lip, which I hate when I get those. Just so you know, it's probably not super noticeable right now. When I put on lipstick, it becomes significantly more noticeable. So I'm well aware it's there, and we're just gonna ignore it because I don't want to put off this video just for that. That seems silly. I'm gonna get as close as I can to the camera here. So this is Bubbles. Wow. And this is one of their sold out shades, you guys. It's not super wearable, but it is very fun. It is very early 2000s to me. Like, doesn't this make you think of Xenon, girl of the 21st century? Let me try to put on a second layer and see what happens. Wow. This was not at all what I was expecting. I guess I could have looked up pictures of what people's lips look like. I was expecting it to be a little bit more sheer than this. I love that I'm gonna have this in my collection though. This would be really great for costume makeup too, but this is definitely early 2000s vibes. I wanna read what MAC suggests for this. It says, this semi-lustrous formula provides smooth, sheer coverage and a glossy veiled finish. If you think she looks fresh now, just imagine how wonderful she'll look with a nude lip pencil or layered with a high shine lip gloss. So they're recommending a nude lip liner and also doing a lip gloss over it. I don't know about the nude liner, maybe. But I am really curious if you did put a lip gloss on top, how it would look. Should we try it just for fun? Okay, I have this clear lip oil from e.l.f. It might be interesting to layer these. Like I said, I'm just having fun making this video, so I don't have any lip glosses. Sorry, I decluttered some. I collect MAC lipsticks, but MAC lip glosses I just am not as passionate about, so my lip lines are crazy. However, that's actually really pretty. I can see why they suggest that because it shears it out to look more wearable, but it adds a lot of shine because of the actual pigment of the shade in general. So yes, that's how I would recommend using it, and that's probably how I will use it. That's really pretty. Like I said, the lip lines look crazy. This is a lipstick try on video, you guys. The lip lines will get crazy, but that's really pretty. I like it a lot better with a lip gloss over it than I did on its own, but it's a choice, you guys, and it's sold out for a reason. People are excited about it. Also, you guys, I tried these new CeraVe Hydrating Makeup Removing Plant-Based Wipes. They're actually biodegradable in your compost, I believe. Yeah, in-home compost. These are really good. I mean, I don't use makeup remover wipes on my face, but they don't have a scent. They don't burn my skin at all. I really like these. So I usually try to stay away from makeup remover wipes, but these are definitely the best I've ever used. They were pricey though. They were like $12. That's expensive, but I really wanted to try them. Okay, the next one that we are going to be swatching is the shade Double Shot. So this one also came out in the early 2000s. Definitely coffee kind of vibes. I don't have a lot of lipsticks like this, so that's why I went for this one. I just thought it would be something different. Ooh, this is gonna be really pretty for fall. It's definitely brown toned. This is a very cool brown tone. So let's apply this one. So this is Double Shot. This is really pretty. And actually, I feel like it doesn't look as dark as the swatch looked. I guess it is the same, but on my skin tone, it doesn't look as dark as I pictured. So this would be really, really pretty in the fall. Of course, you can wear any lipsticks anytime, but this would definitely be beautiful in the fall. So this one says, our must-have mid-toned mocha brown, originally released in the early 2000s, this coffee-inspired Y2K icon is back from the vault, so you better order up. This ultra creamy formula features a smooth glide-on, bold color payoff, full coverage, and a semi-lustrous finish. Yeah, so this one is their amplified cream lipstick, which I'm not sure if I've ever tried that line from them before, amplified cream. So that's interesting. It is very moisturizing. It's not matte at all. It's definitely a true cream, hydrating kind of feeling. All right, you guys, should we see what all of the fuss is about? So this next one is Fleshpot, also released in the early 2000s. Okay, the story with this one. This sold out in a few hours, you guys, of being released. I was floored. So when I saw that these were released, my husband and I were actually at Home Depot picking out some trim for our baby's nursery. And so I was like, okay, I want to pick some of these up. This was one of the shades I wanted, only because it looked super wearable to me. It was less about, I didn't even know about it being such a iconic shade, I guess. And then an hour later, I went to check again and it was sold out. And everywhere I looked was sold out. Dillard's, MAC's website, everywhere. And I was like, wow, this shade, you know, and then I saw on their Instagram, like people were complaining, and I don't know what happened, but while I was driving, I got a notification saying that it was back in stock on Macy's. So I literally pulled over and immediately added to cart. And I thought for sure they were gonna send me a follow-up email saying your order's canceled, this is a sold out product. Instead, it went through and it came in 2 days. I could not believe it. So I'm really excited to try this one. It definitely looked like one of the most wearable shades that they re-released, so I don't know if that was a big part of it. Like a peachy nude. Oh, that's really pretty. That's actually less orange than I was picturing, because the pictures online are kind of deceiving. It is peachy, but it's actually a cooler toned peachy on my hand than a warmer toned kind of peach. Okay, interesting. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited and I'm so intrigued. This is really pretty. This is not what I was picturing at all. I really thought it was going to be a warmer toned peach color. This is pretty. I really like nudes like this. It's a very light peachy nude shade that is cool toned. Definitely wearable. Dang, this is really pretty. This would be really pretty for work. I don't know, that's on my mind. But yeah, so far this is probably the most wearable, everyday kind of shade. It's really pretty. I can see why people love it. I feel like you probably could find some dupes for this shade at the drugstore though. That would be an interesting video to make. But yeah, this is beautiful. What do you guys think? Is it worth the hype? Is it worth it getting sold out everywhere and people being really upset? This is Fleshpot. This is really pretty. Okay, so this one is in their satin finish. It definitely feels the most matte out of the ones I've tried so far. It's not matte, it definitely is satin, but it's gonna come off. Yeah, it's gonna come off, but not quite as easily as the other two, but it does feel like it's staying in place. You probably need a lip liner less with this one than with the other ones. I need to read this to you guys, and you guys have to weigh in here. This says, "We heard you, so we brought back our beloved warm-toned beige hue back from the vault for an extremely limited time only. Mod but not modest, beige but not basic, this early 2000s icon helped shape the lip contour craze that defined the decade. As the sculpted lip trend continues to send shockwaves throughout the industry, it was revived from the archives. The only question is, will you pair it with lip pencil in cork, spice, or chestnut to create your lip combo? This creamy formula features a soft, cushiony feel, medium to full buildable coverage, and a satin finish." Guys, does this look warm toned to you? Sometimes I feel like I don't always get it with the warm and cool tones. I always feel like with peach, there's a cool toned peach like this, and there's a warm toned peach, which is the more orangey undertone. This is almost more of a pink undertone to me. So you guys let me know, does this look warm toned to you? It is beautiful though, and they tell you it has to do with the ombre lip trend. That is so interesting to me. I'm trying to think if I have a lip liner that might go well with this. Okay, I don't feel like I have a good MAC lip liner that's dark that'll work with this, but I do have this one from Sephora that might work. It's their cream gel liner. Oh, sorry, it's their rouge gel lip liner, and it's in the shade Creme de la Creme. So let's see if we can do this ombre look. I do really like these lip liners. I really like MAC lip liners though, because this one is not going to be as matte. The MAC lip liners are very matte. They're pencils. They're not going anywhere. This is not going anywhere either, but it's more of a shinier finish because it's more of a gel cream. I'm going to kind of bring it, because they said ombre. This just looks crazy. Let me bring it in a little bit. Oh, that's really pretty actually. Sorry, I should have put the lip liner on first if I was gonna do this, but obviously for the sake of the video, it made sense to do it this way. This looks nice. Let me put some more of the lipstick on top to go with that ombre look. Just kind of put it more towards the center. That's really pretty. These two actually do go really well together. Again, it would have looked better if I had done the lip liner first, but this works. Guys, I was a kid in the early 2000s. I turned 7 in the year 2000. Was this the look? I don't remember. The bubble shade definitely reminds me. The clear gloss definitely reminds me. I don't remember ombre lips, but I did not care about makeup at all when I was a kid. So this is really pretty. I can see why people really love this shade. It is gorgeous. But weigh in below. Is this cool toned or warm toned to you? Okay, last but not least, the one that came out in 2012, very specific compared to the others. This is Shanghai Spice. And this one looked like a warmer toned shade that would also be really pretty for fall. Oh yeah. See, to me, this is warm toned. Here, I'll even swatch it next to Fleshpot so you can see. This is Shanghai Spice. This is Fleshpot. Doesn't that look so much more cool toned compared to this one? That is so interesting to me. It definitely looks pretty though. Okay, let's try it. Oh, this is so pretty. Oh, this is beautiful. I really like this. It's kind of got a bit of corally type of vibe to it. I feel like it's looking even more coral on camera with the lights, but this is just really pretty. This would be really pretty for every day also. Definitely on the warmer side, definitely closer to my natural lip color, just a little bit more corally. That's beautiful. So this is Shanghai Spice. This is such a pretty everyday shade too. Okay, so this is one of their cream sheen lipsticks. It's definitely moisturizing, creamy. It's gonna come off, right? Again, if you do that, it's gonna come off. You'd probably want to wear a lip liner with it. And let's see what they say about this one. This warm mid-toned peach hue made its original debut in 2012. Now she's back for one time only. This creamy, balmy formula, definitely balmy too, features a comforting feel, medium buildable coverage, and a semi-glossy finish. Okay, so this one doesn't really give any recommendations for how to wear it. And I think it's because it's just such a wearable shade. I think that this is absolutely gorgeous. I love this. I kind of want to put on more, not gonna lie. Okay, I think we have to rank these, which I'm very excited about. Let me know below which one is your favorite out of these, or have you tried the other ones that they released? Which one is your favorite? And then which one do you think looked best on me? So I'm really surprised by this, but I think my number one was Shanghai Spice, this one that I'm wearing. It's just so wearable. It's warm toned, but it's not too warm toned where it looks orangey. It's just bright enough. It's beautiful. It's super comfortable, hydrating, glossy. It's really pretty. So I think this one is my favorite, surprisingly, which I was not expecting at all because I don't always love warm toned lip products, but I really like this. I think it's gonna add something unique to my collection. Okay, second, I have to say, Fleshpot. I get it, you guys. It is such a pretty, in my opinion, cool toned, peachy, pinky shade. If you have fair skin, it's gonna give you more of a dead nude kind of look, but not too much. If you use a darker lip liner, especially, and do that ombre thing they were talking about, you definitely won't get the dead nude look. But I think that there is a time and place for the dead nude look too. So it's not quite there. If you have a deeper skin tone than I am, it'll probably look like even more of a dead nude shade, but I really think there's a time and place for that, and it is super, super wearable. You know what I'm curious about? Okay, I'm really curious. I grabbed Honey Love, which this kind of reminds me of Honey Love shade, but I could be remembering wrong. They're definitely different finishes. So this is Fleshpot and this is Honey Love. Okay, they are different, but what I will say is different about them, besides the finish, the Honey Love is a matte finish. This is what I would call warm toned. This is what I would call cool toned, the Fleshpot. And the Honey Love is more warm toned. So they're both super, super light nude shades, but depending on which one you wanted, if you were picturing more of a warm toned, you like matte, you actually could try for Honey Love, and it is beautiful. This is one, when I want more of a dead nude shade, I always reach for Honey Love. So now I can reach for Fleshpot also, but you guys tell me. I mean, this looks more warm toned to me than this one. So I just thought that would be an interesting experiment. This next one is gonna surprise you too, and it kind of surprises me. My third favorite would probably be Bubbles, because when I combined it with that clear lip gloss or lip oil, it looked really, really beautiful. It added a gorgeous shine to something that is already shiny. So if you like super shiny, glossy lips, combining this with a clear lip lip gloss, or I bet because this is more of a white, even if you took a gloss with a little more pigment to it, it would probably really add something pretty. So I would choose this for my number 3. It's surprising, it's pretty, it's definitely Xenon Girl of the 21st century. Zoom, zoom, zoom. Okay, and then last for me would be Double Shot, only because, and I knew this when I bought it, it is not gonna be the most wearable shade for me, except more so in the fall, but that was part of why I bought it, because I don't have a lot of lip products like this with this color that I can wear around that time, and I think it's gonna add something really unique to my collection. So because it's not the most wearable for my skin tone, it would go in last place, but I still love that it's gonna add something unique to my collection. All right, you guys, let me know down below which ones were your favorites. What's your ranking? How do you feel about this collection? How do you feel about the fact that Fleshpot sold out in a couple hours? How do you feel about the limited amount of stock that MAC released clearly for shades that they knew would be super popular? I promise I will go on a hunt for these, and I will link the ones that I can below. If you enjoyed this video, I hope that you will subscribe and give it a like. It does really help out my channel. If you're already subscribed, I hope you hit the notification bell so you get notified when I upload new videos. And I hope that you have a wonderful rest of your day. Love you guys. Bye.